Good morning, everyone. Myself, Monica, and today we will start a new chapter of chemistry, that is metals and non-metals. Here I will discuss the first part, as I have divided the chapter into different parts. So here I am going to start the first part of the chapter. Let's start the chapter. As you had already discussed in your previous class, that materials are made up of same kind of particles. Materials made up of same kind of particles. And if they are made up of same kind of particles, they are known as pure substances. So what are pure substances? Materials made up of same kind of particles are known as pure substances. And a pure substance is basically maybe element or maybe compound. If the pure substance is made up of same kind of atoms, as you know that atom is the smallest unit of a matter. So if they are made up of same kind of atoms, means only one kind of atoms are present in that pure substance, then that is called elements like iron, like aluminium. But if pure substances are made up of same kind of molecules, what are molecules? Molecules means a chemically combined group of atom. So basically molecules are the group of atom in which atoms chemically combined. Like hydrogen and oxygen are chemically combined. They cannot be separated by simple method. Carbon and oxygen are chemically combined. So these are compounds. So pure substances, if made up of same kind of molecules, then they are compound. If they are made up of same kind of atoms, then they are elements. I hope you understand the difference between elements and compounds. Then, as the name of chapter, metal, non-metal. So what they did, grouping together of elements. In this chapter, we are not discussing about compounds, we are discussing about elements. So grouping together of elements showing similar properties so that their general characteristics can be studied is known as classification of elements. So elements को उनकी फिजिकल और केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज के बेसिस पे डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स में डिवाइड करना, this is known as classification. So on that basis there are two categories. One is metal and the another is non-metal. Even one more category is there that I will discuss further in this chapter. In that category, elements contain some characteristics of metal and some characteristics of non-metal, and that is known as metalloids. We will discuss that. So finally we can say elements is divided into two categories, metals and non-metals. And on what basis they are different? They are different on the basis of physical and chemical properties. Occurrence. A big question is in our mind that where these metals occur. वो मिलते कहाँ हैं ये elements? Where these elements occur. So as we know that metals and non-metals are two different things, let's discuss about the metals, that where metals occur. Metals abundant in the earth's crust. Earth crust में बहुत हैं. Aluminium is the most abundant metal followed by iron. So most abundant metal is aluminium, and after aluminium iron is the second one. Highly reactive metals like sodium, potassium, aluminium and zinc. In this chapter we will also discuss that why these are known as highly reactive. We will also discuss this point. But as we are discussing about occurrence, so I want to tell you aluminium, zinc, sodium, potassium, these are highly reactive metal, and as they are highly reactive, that means they react very much with another elements. So they are always present in the form of their compounds. in the form of their compounds means they always combined with some another element like oxides, like sulfides, like carbonates. So these elements generally if they react with oxygen they form oxide, they react with sulfur they form sulfides, and if they react with carbon dioxide they form carbonates. So because these are highly reactive, so they are always present in their combined form. Less reactive metals like gold, silver and platinum occur in their elemental or native state. Native means वो किसी के साथ react किए हुए नहीं होते हैं, वो as it is जैसे element है उसी form में रहते हैं. तो नेटिव स्टेट में लेस रिएक्टिव मेटल मिलते हैं एंड कंबाइंड स्टेट में हाईली रिएक्टिव मेटल्स मिलते हैं. नाउ व्हाट आर द फ्री स्टेट? Found in their non-metals found in their free state in the atmosphere like oxygen, like nitrogen, like carbon exist in the native state as diamond, graphite and fullerenes. These are the different form of carbon. Sulfur also exists in free state. So these are the examples of metal which exist in free state. But as I had discussed about the metals, non-metals, these are the non-metals which exist in free state. But at the same hand, there are some non-metals which also exist in combined state. Many non-metals exist in the form of their compounds. Like oxide, as I told you, if they react with oxygen, they form oxides. And nitrates means they react with nitrogen. Carbon also exists in combined state like carbon dioxide and carbonate. Carbon and sulfur, these are the element which can exist in native state as well as in combined state. So these three states, diamond, graphite, fullerenes, these are the free state of carbon. But carbon dioxide and carbonates are the combined state of carbon. The same is with sulfur. Sulfur also exists in free state as well as it exists in combined state. In which form these occur in the earth crust? If we know that they occur in earth crust, some occur in combined form, some occur in free form, but in which condition they occur? So they occur, naturally they occur in the form of minerals and in the form of ores. What are minerals? A mineral is a naturally occurring inorganic substance found deep under the surface of earth. As we had discussed in the previous slide that elements occur, metals occur in the earth crust. तो earth crust में वो जिस form में रहते हैं, that form is called mineral. So earth crust में मिलने वाले ये जो metals हैं, naturally जो मिलते हैं, inorganic form बोलते हैं उसको. In higher classes you will discuss about this inorganic form, but I want to tell you plants और animals से मिलने वाली चीजें organic और earth crust से मिलने वाली चीजें inorganic. So because they occur in inorganic form, we can say that these are minerals. Ores. An ore is a mineral from which one or more metals can be extracted profitably. For example, iron from its hematite ore, aluminium from its bauxite ore. It is very important to understand again. Mineral is naturally occurring substance. But is it possible or beneficial that we can get the desired metal from that mineral? Sometime it is beneficial and sometime not. How? Basically, we have to apply different methods. We have to spend some money for applying these methods to get the metal from that mineral. अर्थ क्रस्ट में से आपको मिनरल मिला, आपने उस पर डिफरेंट प्रोसेस और अपना पैसा और अपना टाइम लगाया और आपने उसमें से मेटल को अलग कर लिया. पर सोचिए अगर वो मेटल उतनी वैल्यू का नहीं है जितना आपने पैसा उसके ऊपर खर्च कर दिया निकालने में, तो इससे आपको कोई बेनिफिट नहीं होगा, कोई प्रॉफिट नहीं होगा. सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज रिटन हियर, एन ओर इज अ मिनरल from which one or more metals can be extracted profitably. हम उस मिनरल को ओर बोलेंगे जिसमें से आप मेटल को प्रॉफिट के साथ एक्सट्रैक्ट कर सको। देखिए एक्सट्रैक्ट तो हो जाएंगे, लेकिन अगर प्रॉफिट नहीं हुआ देन व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ दैट प्रोसेस? We also have to think about our benefit, our profit. So basically an ore is a mineral, मतलब मिनरल तो सभी हैं, पर उस मिनरल को हम ore बोलते हैं जिसमें से हम मेटल को प्रॉफिटेबली ऑब्टेन कर लें। सो देयर आर टू एग्जाम्पल, आयरन का ओर है हेमेटाइट, एल्यूमिनियम का ओर है बॉक्साइट। देन metallurgy, as I told you, we have to apply different processes to get the metal profitably from the ore. So the sequence of processes used to extract a metal in its pure form from its ore, ore में से प्योर फॉर्म का मेटल निकालना तो बहुत सारे प्रोसेसेस लगेंगे। सो दैट द सीक्वेंस ऑफ प्रोसेसेस यूज्ड टू एक्सट्रैक्ट अ मेटल in its pure form from its ore is called metallurgy. Basically it will complete in 3 steps. The first one step, concentration of ore. What we do it is the process of removal of impurities from the ore. और के अंदर से इम्प्योरिटीज को हटाना। कुछ वैसे तो इम्प्योरिटीज बहुत डिफरेंट तरीके की होंगी, पर कुछ इम्प्योरिटीज ऐसी हैं जो एकदम से उससे हटाई जा सकती हैं। सो बाय डूइंग दिस प्रोसेस, मतलब रिमूवल ऑफ इम्प्योरिटीज, दैट इज नोन एज कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ ओर। सेकेंड इज रिडक्शन। It is the process of treating the metal ore to get the metal in its free state. That means if that particular metal present in the ore is combined with another element also, so we have to separate the metal from their combined elements. So that's why it is written that in this process we will get metal into free state. Here we removed impurities, here we get the metal into free state, but still metal is not pure. Third step is refining of metals. The metal obtained by reduction. Reduction means all the impurities which are present in the metal still after reduction process, the metal is impure. अभी भी आप reduction process से भी देखिए, अभी भी impure है। So refining is the process of purification of this impure metal. So finally after refining we get the pure metal. So there are 3 steps of metallurgy. I hope you understand. Have a nice day. Goodbye.